Hello and welcome to another jungle video, and in this one I have decided to actually take one of my coaching sessions where the Viego in the session afterwards ended up with a 72% win rate on the champion over the next 60 games. This not only helped him climb 300 plus LP in ranked, but it also went a long way to fixing his MMR. Obviously, I released all my full coaching sessions onto Patreon, so I'm not really shortchanging that. I just wanted to break down the core explanations that I had to him while removing his discussion with me mostly, and showing you how these jungle fundamentals and hugely important tips for all junglers will help you prepare for Season 12. Now, you would have seen the timestamps as well as the topics that we will cover in this video, but if you do enjoy this kind of video, it's obviously new for the channel, please do let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of these kinds of coaching breakdowns. Don't forget to subscribe for more content coming very soon. I really do hope you enjoy this. Streams will be starting again next Wednesday, January 5th. And now without hesitation, let the new content begin. Now, in order to keep this video a little bit on the short side and not too long-winded, I did talk very openly in the first part of the video about how slow his first clear was. His red side quadrant was really slow. If you're looking to 3-camp gank from there, you really need to be out of there by 222, 225. You can see the fact that because he was so slow, the enemy Talon was able to invade him and fight him over the Grump. The problem is that Talon was also slow, he should be done at 307, and as such both junglers are causing a cascade of negative effects onto their jungling. In theory, because the Talon jungler is of the elo that he's playing, he is not very good. So him being down by, 320, 330 is always going to be the case, especially in the mid to lower elos. If you can refine your first clear to be out when you should be, at least as close to a high elo play as you can, then you will be able to dominate them on the map in the very first phase, and subsequently in the second phase as well. This is something we discussed, and he will now practice to make sure he's getting that done properly, and obviously because the Talon didn't have prior top lane as the Illaoi rotated, he was forced to give up that crab. You've just done a full clear, we're level 4, which gives us an advantage. He did a full clear with first strike, he's level 4, which means, what do you want to do next? And if you can't get a gank off early, is this usually what you do?
Yeah, in this position, I just feel like I just want to reset, get my items, and get back on the map real quick. Because, the Ziggs was on a reset, and then the Illaoi was weak compared to the Darius, so.
For me, the biggest thing for you, contextualize this timing. For me, it's a timing thing. And what I was going to say was, we've gone back to base, all right? And we've got our 3 long swords. Okay, you snack this, you snack this, you snack this, you snack this, you go here, you scan this. We should now, if you're going to be full sequencing, because ganks weren't available, I think in this elo still it's good, right? It's less variance, it just enables you to control your jungle house, but it's very season 10, it's a very season 11. In theory, if you were doing this, you should be here already. Oh, I don't mind if you're doing that given where you are. Given the time of the game, given where you are, your decision is fine. But we shouldn't even be here in the first place. You should probably be on wolves already. So if they do sneak that dragon, okay, yeah, a little bit of attack speed and haste is kind of juicy, but a lot of times the junglers you're facing are going to be focusing on heralds and dragons at the expense of their own experience in fusion. And if you see that, then what should be your first, like right now, if your first clear was buffed and good, if you didn't waste your time on your back, these raptors are done. At the very least, you're heading towards wolves, so it allows you to reactively path to the situation, okay? Or if you are in this and this doesn't happen and you hear the dings that they get a dragon, okay, I know that he sequenced from blue side up as well. So now I know that second spawn raptors level 5 and second spawn krugs level 5 are available. So instead of doing a gromp, we immediately cut across the map, we take this, maybe a drive-by is possible, but it's a Darius, so you kind of want to play cautiously, but typically you can look top lane as well. You can fall back down to your Grump. If RNG Crab is here, we secure it. If not, you're ignored. And now you go back to base, and you've denied him this whole quadrant. And now from there, the extension of this pressure is, can I gank bot, can I gank mid? Immediately, you must think that, no hesitation, out of this scenario I'm playing through for us. Straight here, pick one. Look at the lane states, look at the level spikes, try and get ahead. Ideally bot lane, because Jinx has no sums, she's level 4. Your Rakan should be communicating this to you 100%, by the way. And once that's done, if this Talon shows top lane because he wasn't tracking you whatsoever, well, guess what? You get to take his blue. If it grumps up, you get to take that. You've just removed him from the game. The Talon no longer exists. He just doesn't exist. Because do you think this guy is remotely thinking where you are right now? He's not. He's going to think, he sees you right here, but with the support of his Nunu, he probably tries to counter jungle the Raptors anyway, but there should be no Raptors. They should be gone. Right. They should be gone. Yeah. You should be topside right now. And if there is a gank in the mid lane that you can react to, then do so. You'd B5 100%. You'd B5 if you get all of that camp plus the crab, you know, and maybe leech some experience, you'd be well on your way to 6. This could give you 6 early, you know, like this is season 11, but in season 12, these early plays can really put you in a rough position because now he hits 5, right? And you're still 4, and she's level 6. So this first 5 minutes for me is the most vital for season 12. So it's all connected in these first 5 minutes. And obviously, your Rakan telling you to go, and here you guys should have recognized, like, look, the Nunu's chilling in the bush. Okay, wait, literally floating in the bush. Nice. Interesting. And I think the 5-minute 30 timer for mid lane is a good one for you to remember, because you would look at the time as you take this fight and go, wait a second. Lux, Ziggs, like both teams didn't notice that both mid laners were level 6. And both mid laners can hit you all from their mid lane position because Lux ult and Ziggs ult. So that's a missed opportunity from both teams. And Jinx rotated. So yeah, in the interest of it being preseason and in the interest of you trying to get more damage out, try a 3 camp or 4 camp. I play a lot of support as well. If I ever play with a jungle friend in whatever game, I'm like, please, just 3 camp, you know, maybe 4 camp so I could get close to level 3. Let's go. Let's all in. Let's make a play, you know? Let's snowball a lane. Because if you do that, all of a sudden, a jungler that starts opposite side can't even go on the river. They cannot go on the river. Now, for example, the Talon starts here and goes up, right? So what you do is you decide to gank the Darius early. The Talon cannot go into the river because you and Alawi have this pressure prior. And now you're forcing him to do this. And if you have bot lane prior, well, guess what? Gank, take as well. So you have this control. And if you're doing the same thing every game, and it's just basically what you're doing is you are not a part of the equation of winning. You are simply existing and hoping your laners can coin flip in your favor. That's what that means usually. So like in this situation, we just talked about it a few minutes earlier in the game. You see them on the dragon. This dude has 37 CS. The last time we saw him, and now he goes out. So in the meantime, you take your wolves, you take your grump, you see him again. We just saw him cross mid lane very, very quickly to take 1 minion, and he goes down here. So imagine a universe, and this is the jungle you're playing against, and this is, I think, what maybe frustrates you about not being able to just destroy them. The dude should have gone for your Raptors and seen nothing. And now he goes straight down to the bottom side again, knowing he's got tier 2 camps on the top side. So what should your first reaction be? To collapse into this with no mid laner who doesn't have TP? Or to
go top, steal.
Now, don't dive Darius, but
Yeah, no.
if it's...
You'll see in a minute, this Alawi builds Fimble Winter, which the only way to proc is if she walks out of her E, so I'm hard staying away from that lane forever.
Ooh. That's all I have to say. Weird noises ensue. This is good. Proximity assist, but it's level 8 and we're not level 6. Yeah, proximity. Talon might even show up if we ever push it. Oh, there we go. Look, didn't even have to look at the camera view. Nice stun from the Rakan. We're able to get that. Don't take the bait. Good. Too many times people take the bait now since they removed that interaction about dodging tower aggro. What I'm seeing is very much a focus on this side. You are too conservative for this champion. The size of the sword needs to be proportional to your ego in the jungle and your confidence. Because right now I see them on here, whatever, man. I'll take this. I'll look top lane. Now, obviously you have to assess the matchups. I'm gonna keep pointing that out. But if it's like a freaking Malphite who on your team and there's just, I don't know, Rise or something stupid, he presses R, he dies, free win. And now it's 8 minutes. I take this also. Cool. Full back, take your blue, back to base. If Talon took my red, cool. After blue side, full back, we see the Nunu. You're worried about it. We do have ult available. Watch the Lux. We ult, we become Nunu.
Oh, I troll here.
No, you don't do it, do you?
No, I take tower and get binded, and then I'm just dead.
Cinematic Jinx ult?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
I remember griefing that.
Okay.
Like, I tried to let it go before I was in tower range, but...
So that's mechanics, but also decisions, because... And then from there, of course, right? You kill the Nunu. You know he's most likely going to be top side. We know there's a Herald available. Let's go hit the plant. Like you have to have the confidence in your mechanics to beat enemy junglers 1v1, especially with Viego. So if you're struggling to ever get to the point where you feel like that, it's usually because you're just not getting as ahead as you need to be. Pretty apparent, and then the Darius is there, so you gotta go. I would probably just look to do wolves and kite them down and kind of hope that Darius doesn't show up. It's a little bit greedy, but
I think pretty much.
And I would hit the plant. Yeah. But again, we waste time. Like immediately, I'm out. The Grump's gone, so there's no point. I'm not gonna take this anyway. So straight to the wolves. Hit this just to see what's going on, so I can see that. Vision is everything. You know, you can make an informed decision, but here we currently don't have that ability. Now you're shadowing, I assume. Because we saw that go away, so that's good as well. But Nunu.
Yeah.
See, if you hit the plant, you can do the same play. Like if you, no hesitation. Take the wolves, hit the plant. Now you have all the information to do this exact play or not do this exact play based upon Nunu's existence.
Yeah, and I just don't die to Nunu.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't do this because I know Nunu's there.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, exactly. Yeah, it's fine.
He convinced me not to FF this game.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think this is remotely lost. But what I'm watching is watch this. Okay, so we do all of this, we kill this. Okay. We're watching the Nunu, but now you do have bot Cryo. So you do also have Shilbo lifesteal. Are you really concerned about dying to a Nunu with a dead Talon, a low HP and low mana Lux, and your bot lane already moving? Like you and your support should be going, there's a nice big fat crab in the river, Nunu's up, Dragon's up, can we do this? The jungler is dead. So it's the same thing as earlier. Hey, jungler's on the dragon, what can I take? Hey, jungler's top side, what can I take?
Who's pinging this, if it's me or him. I think I said I want to do my red first and then I'll come, and then he said that I should have just come straight to.
It's actually
no way I was gonna die with him there.
It's a Zaya actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's right there. In that case, he's 100% correct. Yeah. So that's nice. That's good. This is the first like direct and visceral. This is a missed opportunity to grab a kill and do some damage. Nice. I mean, we have a Rakan, we don't have ult, but this is what I see. This is what we know. But we know that the Nunu just died and just respawned. So we know the Nunu's not exactly here. Same for Talon. I want to pull the trigger on this because if you do this and you get it, okay, and you see the thing is, because the Talon didn't show immediately on Blue Gromp, you know he didn't come out of base after respawning and start there. So you have a bit of a window to kill Jinx. Now you can flex into the Talon. You see the Nunu mid lane, which again, we don't know. So we have to play it very cautiously. We have to play these fights well, and we have to know when to leave. And that's always a very difficult skill to learn. But as you can see, I think it would have panned out beautifully. Kill, potentially kill at the very, he has no ult, so maybe a kill if you can change to see him and kill him before he parkours away. You get Grump, you get Blue, you get 2 plates, everyone resets together. And now you've got, I don't think you get anywhere else before plates, but now you can shift your bot lane here, you can shift your bot lane here, you can go top side. There'll be a second Herald spawn, so you controlling this area is most important, trying to take this and this. And I think the game would feel really open, like you would feel confident now, I think you'd feel good. Okay, out of base, straight to top lane. Obviously his pushing is gonna come down in ward, we control ward. I like it in principle. Where's the Talon?
Should be on his top side after, I don't know if he reset or just went straight top after he was bought.
We see him. Possible he's parkouring into your jungle based upon what we saw. Let's find out. He's still mid lane. So for me, what that tells me is look at what spawned. Look at what's available. You see where my mind's going immediately? That's why I like this play. I like this. You didn't default to your wolves and Grump. You said, let me try gank this. Like I told you earlier, if we get a good lead, let me look mid lane, let me look bottom lane. If thumbs up and counter jungling available, we do so. If nothing, okay, I reward myself with camps for trying or for succeeding. Same thing here. So for me, I'm anticipating something mid lane because I saw Talon around this area. Is he here or is he here? It's not entirely his fault. This should be a dead Nunu. This should be a dead Nunu. So, okay, so hopefully everything has made sense so far, but in terms of pure mid to late game damage, this guy's dead. I kill him. Just kill him. You hit your W, he dies. He's dead. He's completely far off. He's crazy, in fact. He's straight inting. He's straight inting. Look at the gap between his team and you guys. Like, we're running away from a level 7 Nunu. And you're level 9 Viego with shield bow and a Sheen. Kill him. He's full IP. He's squishy, squishy, squishy. And you'll notice it's 700 bonus damage. Boom. Add that to your end score. You know, dead. And now, when you do that, when you do it one time, and you do it another time, and you just keeps getting picks and picks and picks and picks, it snowballs quite nicely. Well, you're really weak overall. I mean, the dude was level 13 and you were level 9. Jinx was level 10 and you were level 9.
Yeah.
Now, you know it's bad when the enemy ADC is a high level. For me, as I said, Dragon, 5 minutes ago, right? Let's have a look. 100 CS. In 5 minutes, 6 minutes. In 6 minutes, you got 21 CS.
Yeah.
That's remarkable in terms of how low it is. So timing is definitely an issue for us early in getting that snowball, but then I think you become too desperate. Right, there you have it. Let me know if you want these to be a little longer, a little shorter, maybe cut some things out. I hope you're able to learn and enjoy, as well as employ these tips into your jungle gameplay. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all in the next video.